Forming tricky equations will definitely appear in your exam, and it's worth knowing what to do. Pippa bought a notebook and 4 identical pencils. The notebook cost the same as 2 pencils. Her total bill was £12.60. How much did the notebook cost? Right, we'll have a little think here. We'll let the smallest value equal x, and the smallest value is that of the pencils, because the notebook is 2 times a pencil, so the pencil cost x. We're going to form an equation and solve an equation to find x. Pencil costs x. The total is £12.60, so we can say everything costs £12.60. Well, to start, I suppose, but let's focus in on what everything is. We've got x, 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 and x, and that is 2x. Same as cost as 2 pencils, so that's equal to 2x. So that's 2x for the notebook and 4x for the pencils, and that's equal to £12.60, and 6x therefore equals £12.60. We divide by 6, x equals £2.10. Sounds good. But the notebook costs 2x, so the notebook is 2x equals £4.20. Does that work out? £4.20 for the notebook and 4 pens at £2.10 each. Use your calculator, that is equal to £12.60. Thank you very much. What was the twist with this one is that the notebook costs 2 times a pencil. And I've seen students just stare at this hoping the answer will come out, but it won't. You have to start off with a formula. Have a think, do the calculation, and don't forget to check it. A rectangle has an area of 200 cm squared. The width of the rectangle is twice as long as its height. Work out the height of the rectangle. Right, we'll have a think. Let the height equal h. H is the smallest. This is h. That's 2h. Why do I make it the smallest? Because I don't like fractions. So that's h, and that's twice as long. That's 2h. If I made this w, then this would be w over 2, or half w. And I don't want fractions. So make the smallest thing equal to your variable. Write down a relevant equation. Form an equation. Solve it to find h. Let's start. H equals height. Area equals width times height. I don't think we can argue with that. Very basic thing. What are our values that we do know? Well, we know that's 200. So 200 equals 2h times height, because the width is 2h, height is h. So 2h squared equals 200. And that is my equation I'm going to work on. Divide it by 2 to make h squared equals 100. And square root that, h equals 10. The equals 10. Then 200 equals 20, which is the width, times the height, which is 10. Brilliant. Very confident with that. So don't be afraid to have a think. Make the variable the smallest and write a relevant equation. It's bound to be something like this. Area equals width times height. Put in our variables that we know. Get the unknown variable to the left-hand side. And then make it the subject of the equation. So let's go through it. We have a think. We write down a relevant equation. It won't be the final equation often, but something to get our brain thinking about what's going on. If there's 2 unknown, assume the smallest is L, or H, or whatever. Make your variable the smallest. So area equals width times height, for example. Length times width. Enter the given values. 200 equals L times 2L in our previous case. Move unknowns to the left-hand side. I just like it when the unknowns are over here. I just find it easier. And then solve the equation. Make L the subject. L equals 10. And check it. Does the answer satisfy the conditions? Hopefully it does. If not, go back and find out what you've got wrong. Anyway, so here is your chance to show your skills. I'll give you the answer in a moment. Area of a triangle is 100. Vertical height is twice the base. How long is the base? Well, have a think. Clearly we're going to use this. Area equals a half base times height. We're going to form an equation. Solve the equation to find b. Base equals b. Half base times height is equal to, well, we know it's 100, don't we? So it's 100. Right, we also know that the vertical height is twice the length of the base. So instead of h, I can put 2b. A half b times 2b equals 100. And I can see that a half and 2 are going to cancel. So I end up with b squared equals 100. That's my lovely equation. No problems with that. Square root b equals 10. Let's check it. If the base equals 10, then the vertical height is going to be 20. Area equals a half times 10 times 20. That's equal to 100. So I am very happy with that. So have a little think. What is the equation that is most useful for this? That's probably what you're going to start with. Do the calculation and then check it. Great. I think these are quite tricky, these ones where you have a relationship between two variables, but I hope that's made them easy. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, or even if you haven't, do subscribe. There's plenty more to come. Best of luck.